Hi, so this is the fifth in a series of simple explainer videos that relate to the Curious Cloud methodology. My name is David Foster, and in these videos I'll be bringing Curious Cloud to life, both to help you notice and solve complex problems, but also as a way to help you become more generally engaged and productive in the work that you do. We've already looked at the radar phase, where tremendous organisational value can be generated by noticing fundamental challenges that need to be solved. In the last video, I spoke about how to compose a compelling problem statement, and in this video we're going to look at the next step in the creative problem solving process. You can see that through the radar phase we are essentially becoming familiar with a general area of relevance based on our curiosity. In order to write the problem statement, we are then digging further into first-hand perspectives relating to that problem space. But much more input is required for us to be really creative in the way that we solve the problem. I think of this input as being composed of two elements: knowledge and experience, with both being critical to the deeper situational understanding that we need. The knowledge element comes largely from imbibing written or recorded material relating to the problem space. We're trying to discover more about the problem, so we might look for examples of how a similar problem has manifested and been solved in this sector or in another unrelated context. Often the most valuable input comes from unrelated contexts. We're able to see past some of the natural constraints that we tend to impose on things that we're familiar with. Either way, try to find narratives that are as objective as possible. For example, in academic journals or in candid accounts of what went wrong. Success stories can be useful, but try to read between the lines regarding any immodesty or thinly veiled PR. To make this part of the process more valuable, try to develop simple models, sketches, that represent the way that you think the different facets might hang together, and then evolve these as you gain more input. Knowledge alone is not sufficient. We also need to get our feet on the ground to gain direct experience. This involves seeing how our problem manifests firsthand, talking to those affected or involved, and vicariously experiencing their pain. As above, it's useful to see firsthand how similar problems manifest in other contexts too. We can usefully compare our simple sketched models with what we see on the ground, allowing us to further iterate them and leverage a valuable process of active learning. The combination of growing knowledge and first-hand experience will allow you to start to build a more genuine understanding of the situation, something that is critical for the next stage in the process. We could actually spend a lifetime trying to understand a particularly complex problem and still not fully grasp it. So we need to simply do the best we can to immerse ourselves in the problem space within whatever limited time is available. This said, there is actually tremendous value in working slowly and methodically during this stage, as it allows the subconscious more time to process and make sense of the input. Time allocated to these early tasks will likely allow us to move more quickly later on. It's also worth mentioning that drawing a diverse range of other people into this process, people who are directly involved or affected by the problem, is likely to result in richer insights. That's it until the next video. In the meantime, try to get into the habit of getting feet on the ground experience relating to the work that you do. For example, spending some time with internal or external suppliers or customers, and find reading material that affords you usefully objective perspectives. There are deeper explanations in my Curious Cloud article, freely available from the Rally Strategic website, but if you find that this video is useful, or that it has piqued your curiosity in some way, then please click like and share it with others.